Hiya, welcome to Miss Rach YouTube web again.
Thank you.
So in this video, we are going to talk about factors to consider before getting into cross-cultural relationship, yeah? And first we talk about religion.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, in terms of religion,
This one you experience.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, we both have, a faith in God, and we both, respect each other's faith and convictions, in God, and being the best person that we can be. I think our faith and our religion is very aligned together. So it's
Because we are both Christian.
yeah, we're both Christian.
Yeah.
So so it's never been something that we've needed to discuss specifically, except that we share, our faith, and we share our belief in God, and we just embrace and accept each other's faith, because it's the same. So, but at the same time we respect each other's. We pray together. We share fellowship together. We've experienced that together. We've gone to church together and things of that nature. Yeah. So.
And culture?
For culture, I haven't been able to experience their culture. Maybe I'm waiting to be shocked. Yeah. But I'm good. I'll be okay. Yeah, because what matters is me and him.
Yeah.
And you also have to respect the culture and tradition of someone, because he already did that for mine by paying like the dowry, which is our culture. For sure, I also like respect their culture too and follow their culture. Yeah.
Okay.
Those words are just so highly appreciated by me. Because I do respect Helen's, tradition and the culture of which she has come from. And it's been very important to me to show that respect towards Helen, but also her family and the extended family and the people in the village, and also her friends that she's, introduced me to, and here in Nairobi. So for me, I love coming together and learning about different culture and seeing harmony between people from different cultures. I think it's one of the most beautiful things we can experience, in humanity. So as far as Helen coming over to Australia, she will never have anything to worry about at all. Like I said before, Australia is a very open-minded society. Australia is known for having a lot of different there's a lot of people who migrate to Australia because it's like a safe place. It's a very peaceful place. It's a free place as well, where people can be themselves. And there's a lot of opportunities too. It's a very prosperous place as well. So there's people from all kinds. It's very multicultural. So people are used to that, seeing people from all different parts of the world, Asia, North America, South America, Europe, Africa, any part of the world you can find, in Australia in terms of cultural groups. And it's very free and open-minded. So Helen will be embraced. I know that she already has been embraced by, our family and friends. So they're just all so excited to meet her in person. And some have already have, as from the traditional ceremony. So in terms of what people should consider about different cultures, I think we've really set a good example for that, actually, is like embracing and accepting the other person's culture. And at the same time, not forcing the culture onto the other person as well. I understand that there is going to be some subtle differences between Australian culture and what Helen will experience, but she knows that I'll always be there for her. And I love how she said the main thing is that we're together. And it's the same when I went to the village or when I first came to Kenya, Helen was wonderful. She never forced anything onto me. But I accepted those differences and embraced them, and looked at everything as a positive, you know, like a new experience. And and I think it's great when you share your culture too. Like I share my Aussie culture over here with Helen and with her family members. And when she, you know, when we're living together in Australia, I will encourage Helen to share her Iteso, share her Kenyan culture in Australia, because people will be fascinated. People will want to know about, people will want to know the traditions. What's it like in Kenya? They'll want to try different foods. They'll want to hear about, you know, what's it like, you know. We see the safaris on TV and stuff. Is that real? Like, is there really, you know, lions and giraffes and zebras and things like that, you know, not just in zoos, but actually in parks and things like that. Like, I'll encourage Helen to share her traditions, her culture, everything about it, because we'll raise our kids to be that too. Because I always want Helen, I always tell her I'm proud of her, and I want her to always be proud of her and her culture. Yeah, you can always be you.
Yeah. And family expectations, both family expectations.
Okay, like my family are not expecting anything from me because we've done what we can. We've done our best reaching this point. And yeah, there is nothing we can do, or maybe there's nothing they're expecting of me. But what they want to wish me is to respect my husband, to go there and make them respect where I come from, and also appreciate, like, those ladies coming from this part of Kenya is like this and this. So they want me to go there and market there, like they are new. And also, and just be me. And never change. Never try to be someone else than Helen.
Yeah, I agree with Helen. It's not expectations. My family's always been great about, they've always embraced differences. The only thing my mum, like, I must say, sadly my dad passed away very suddenly. It's now 13 years ago, and that's okay. It was a long time ago now, but you know, my mum and dad were always together to the end, and it was something very sudden. You know, they passed from. But my mum and my dad both, they only had really one expectation for me, and that was to be myself and to find happiness, just to be happy. And that's what my mum still tells me. That's what my dad always told me, and my mum always, because I think they trusted me, because, you know, a lot of people sometimes are hesitant to just say to young, you know, to their kids, be happy. They think they're going to do the wrong thing with that. But I think they know that they raised me correctly, and they know that I understand what true happiness is. It's not just, you know, whatever comes to mind and whatever you feel like doing. True happiness and fulfillment is sometimes, sometimes a little bit of struggle before that, you know, to really appreciate it. And it's about commitment and loyalty and love, true love. So Mum just always says, and she actually said this to me only a few weeks ago, and I will reveal it, and I'm sure my mum wouldn't mind. My mum said to me, she said, Danny, I just want you and Helen to be happy together forever and to be living happily ever after. She said that to me. We catch up every now and again, Mum and I, and on one of those weekend catch-ups that I told you about.
That's to Mum. She'll be watching this video.
Yeah. Hey, Mum.
We love you.
Yeah, we love you.
Talk about children and parenting. What should be discussed in intercultural relationship?
Oh, in intercultural parenting?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you want to share first, Ben?
Do you think should be discussed?
Specifically about being a parent, right?
Yeah.
Cultural marriage.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Maybe what I can say is to tell kids.
Keep
Is
family.
to tell our kids to always respect who we are, because coming together hasn't been an easy journey. But the fact that we are together is something that they need to respect. And also, we want them to be like the kids that they are. just to enjoy every step of being a kid. And yeah.
I would say parenting in an interracial relationship, I would say Helen described it beautifully, and I'm always on the same page as my queen, and I agree. I think another thing also is, for the kids to respect and understand, to always respect that, their mum's background from Kenya, from the Iteso tribe, and to respect the fact, that I'm a white man from Australia, originally, of UK ancestry, like English, Scottish and Irish. But to respect that, but also to realise that we're all part of one common family, and that's the human family, and that these differences are things not to be afraid of, but to actually embrace the differences, celebrate them. So celebrate the fact that mum is from Kenya and is a beautiful black woman. Celebrate the fact that dad is a white man from Australia, and that we're a living embodiment of true love, coming from different parts of the world. And probably the other thing too is always be proud of who they are, the kids, because they're going to be a perfect mixture of both. And to know that they're getting the best of both worlds, and to always embrace that, never reject one side, embrace both equally and be proud of both, because without both, that miracle doesn't happen.
And language barriers?
Okay, for language barriers, I think it will not be an issue because Australia is English-speaking country.
Yes.
And the official language will be English. Of which I'll try my best to have that accent. It's just within 1 month or 2 months, I'll be having an Australian accent.
You know what? You don't need
but
to.
it's not a must.
No,
it's not a must.
you do not
but
need the accent.
I would love to. Yeah, because I would love to, so I'll have to learn it.
Oh, but you don't have to worry about the
I know.
I love your voice, Queen. Yeah, I love the tone and the timbre of your voice.
And also maybe whenever they visit the village, my parents understand and speak English.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you like it.
And they will also understand them whenever they will communicate. So maybe I say so. It's not a must. I teach them my mother tongue, mother language. But whenever they like or they want, I will.
Yeah.
And
settlement, where you wanna live?
Oh, okay. Obviously, I'll be moving to Australia. That's where we will settle.
Yeah. On like I said, mentioned earlier, I live in a place called the Gold Coast, and if anyone knows anything about the Gold Coast in Australia, that's actually where everybody goes for holidays from other parts of Australia, and a lot of people want to live on the Gold Coast who don't. It's on the beach, it's on the coast. It's a very modern city, thriving economy, great opportunities. I grew up not far from there in a town called Ipswich, but we would always go to the Gold Coast on holidays, and I always thought when I'm older I'd love to live there because, just be an amazing place to raise a family, and once I found that special one. So it's going to be a great place for to raise our kids, for Helen to have lots of opportunities. It's good to have like a base there, and a lot of my family and friends live either there or very close by, just a short drive. So that'll be great. Helen will have a huge amount of support. Obviously, I'll be there with her every step of the way. And from that base, I want to show Helen a lot of adventures and our kids when they get older. I want to travel with them, on holidays, because my career allows me to do that, have regular holidays and have a steady, financial stability. So I'd love for us to be able to experience the world whilst always having that safe, stable settlement, that place, that base on the Gold Coast. Yeah, it'd be great.
And food?
Food. Honestly speaking, I'm not a person of seafood. Like, let's say,
Yeah.
whatever he eats, I know he likes salmon fish, octopus,
Oh, yeah, like oysters and
oysters, crab,
prawns.
snails, or what?
Oh, not I don't eat snake. Yeah.
Hey, honestly, you'll have to understand.
Yeah, I know.
But as time goes by, maybe I'll get used to it. Yeah,
But honestly,
but I'll try. I'll keep on trying.
Yeah.
honestly, I would never pressure anyone to eat
Yeah.
certain foods. I think I just want Helen to be healthy and feel good. So I would never want to upset like her stomach or
Yeah.
digestion by saying, "Hey, I like to eat seafood. You need to too." Never.
But
And she knows that.
So far, I love calamari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an Australian dish.
Yeah,
Oh.
because Australia is like a big island. We're surrounded by water, so and Gold Coast being near the beach. But honestly, we pretty much eat the same. Like
Yeah.
we mostly eat meat. We mostly eat beef, chicken, pork. We just don't have those unique kind of touches of the ugali and the githeri and things like that. But we'll cook that. We'll raise our kids on that. We'll raise our kids on Kenyan food. The Queen is an amazing cook in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And we love to cook. So, but that's great. Certain times Helen wants to eat certain foods, and if I want to have just some oysters or some fish or something,
I'll definitely
We'll just-
cook. Yeah.
yeah, we'll just cook that together, and we
Yeah.
can, we'll still be sitting next to each other,
Yes.
and maybe, but that'll just be from time to time. I think it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to not force or feel like the other person needs to copy. Like, we do a lot of that already, and I've already,
Or
adapted.
maybe I'll not have to pretend just to please you
Yeah,
by
never.
eating it and
Never.
yeah.
I never want you to. I never want you to, baby. You just do you, and we just get along like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hobbies?
Hobbies.
You want to share yours first, Karen?
Okay, so for my favorite hobby is hockey.
Oh,
Maybe love sport too.
Yeah. Is it hockey?
so do you?
No, not
mean-
hockey.
What we played at my end?
Yeah.
Golf or tennis?
It's golf.
Yeah, she's very good at golf.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, played golf for the
basketball.
first time. Yeah, very good at basketball. She's
Yeah.
tall and athletic. So yeah.
And I also love playing football, but not that much. Yeah.
Yeah, and we've worked out a few times together, haven't we? Whenever there's a gym
Yeah.
if we're staying at a resort or a hotel.
And mostly, of course, it's a hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And she knows music too. She's very good with music.
Okay.
Yeah, very good daddy style.
I like playing with my voice.
Yeah, she loves singing and
I always say like,
She's
Daddy,
good.
can I fit this kind of a voice?
yeah.
Is my voice worth singing?
Yes.
Can I be a singing
Yes.
teacher?
Yes.
Then he'll be like, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's just doing that.
No,
Yeah.
no, I can see the talent. Yeah.
And you then?
Well, yeah, I really like sports, and from my perspective, I'm a person who really likes like a physical challenge in sports. So I guess it's just something that's part of my personality. So even to this day, I still play in a basketball team. So we made the championship match last season, but unfortunately lost. But at least we made it to the final match. So I played basketball and in a recreational league on the Gold Coast, and I also like to run to stay fit. Not too long, but I like running 800 and 1500 meter races and that kind of thing in masters, like at my age. And then I've been involved in like rugby league and things like that, sports like that. So sports. I also other hobbies, music too. So I actually I used to produce quite a fair bit of music and write music, but that's something that I can just return to whenever. And to be honest, I want to do that with Helen, and we'll just share that as a hobby.
Yeah.
If we want to post things, we can post it. If we don't want to, we won't.
Yeah.
But we can just have fun being creative together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and share that with our kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
And personal goals and life goals.
Okay, my personal goals and life goals. I just want to see myself becoming the woman that I've always dreamed. That is, yeah, being a career woman, yeah, because who doesn't love a career woman? But that doesn't mean like I'll have to put a lot of my time in my career.
Right.
I will have to remember like I have a family, I have a husband, I have some people are relying on me. They need my attention too. I will not be so focused on my career. But I don't want to be a disappointment to my family. That is, I would like to be an empowered woman so that I can empower others. Yeah. Because there's no way that you can empower others without you yourself being empowered. And it should start with you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And I would love to be, let me say, I'm aspiring diplomat in the making, but not right now. I'll start with the customer care work when I relocate over there, because that is the job that I've been doing. And I have a lot of skill and knowledge in it. And also be, let me say, an international model. Yeah.
Easy.
I want to share my passion on an international stage.
Sure.
Yeah. And let those know that people who say like I will not make it in the modeling industry, to also let them know that I did it and I'm making it big out there. Yeah.
Like my main goal and my priority will always be Helen and our marriage, and our kids, our future kids. That'll always be my priority. And from there, I know that it's important for me to provide that stability. So yes, I have a career, obviously as a teacher, and it's a good steady career. So I'm happy with that career because it provides consistent employment. And one of the good things about that career is it provides holidays and time with the kids. So if Helen, as she's pursuing what she wants as life goes on in her career, starting, like she said, with customer care, modelling, and then getting into things like, diplomatic type of avenues, wherever that leads to. I'll have that career where I can provide stability, but also be there for the kids. Who, when Helen needs to pursue that, and I know she'll always be there too. And on other personal levels, I just always want to be healthy and active. So I want to keep playing sport. I want to be that person who's like 60 and 70 and still able to move around, still able to run and do things like that. I want to do that and involve those hobbies and those personal goals with Helen.
Where do you see yourself in the next 20 years?
Wow, that's a good question. The next 20 years. I'll see myself living a life that I've always dreamed. I'll see myself as the woman that I've always wanted to be. I'll see myself together with a happy family, a husband. I don't know. It's indescribable.
That's awesome. What you said is amazing. Yeah, same. To just be happy, at peace, content. Just enjoying life with Helen and our kids in 20 years' time. And by then, our kids will be towards probably in high school and things like that. Yeah, exactly. So, enjoying, being that supportive father and alongside their mother, always married and supporting their ambitions too. So doing that and being able to occasionally travel too with Helen, like us go on holidays together into different parts of the world. We'd love to have adventures when we can have breaks from work. And and beyond that, just being healthy and being able to pursue all of our interests, and our hobbies together.
Sure.
Just sharing in life together, to be honest.
Yeah. How do people describe your marriage now?
So far, the best. But we've not got time like that. We are living together, but we're going to be living our level best. not copying maybe from others.
Yeah.
We just live our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love a simple life.
Yeah.
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 So long as I'm happy, I'm
That's
at peace,
Yeah.
I'm loved.
Yeah, I have to say, I completely agree with what Helen said. Like, not worrying about how other people live, because that's one thing about like the phones and the internet and social media is, 20 years ago, people didn't know how other people lived except for their own family members or their neighbours and things like that. So no one compared themselves to other people. Whereas now you see a lot of people, they don't really live their own life. They live a life to compare themselves to what they see on Instagram and stuff like that. And a lot of those posts are not real anyway. That's not really how those people are living. So I love what Helen said. We just live our own life and be happy and content with that.
Yeah.
And just, pave our own path.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's the best.
Yeah.
The best.
Quick question, Daniel. What's Helen's love language?
Oh, that's a great question. Helen is an incredibly affectionate lady. And that's one of the things that I love about her. One of the countless things I love about her. She is very affectionate. She shows her love. And that's something, if I could give a little bit of a tip to, and ladies out there who are looking for a man, don't be afraid to show affection. And same with obviously the guys too. Don't be afraid to show your love. You can't hide love or suppress it. So, yeah, Helen's love language, she loves gestures. She loves, what I mean by that is, for example, when I arrived for the first time, and even just this last time, waiting for me in the room was this ornately decorated bed of rose petals, love hearts.
Yes.
Welcome in rose petals, balloons, welcome, all these just incredible, roses, flowers. It melts my heart when Helen turns up to the airport and I'm arriving with flowers, with, a bunch of flowers. And so it's these gestures, but I got to say, we chat every day. Whether it's messaging, and I know when we get busy, and that's the beautiful thing. We're married, so we know we're not going to have to do that forever. And whenever we get to speak, but Helen always tells me how much she loves me. I don't have to guess. I don't have to think. I don't have to go off what she told me 5 weeks ago or 5 months ago. She tells me she loves me every single time, in every message, in every time we speak. And that just means the absolute world to me. I appreciate it. Yeah, so that's her love language.
Oh my God.
Daniel love language.
Okay, what should I say?
What we please go in.
I don't know if you can say it or not. Danny's love language is, you can say, like, obviously every time I receive gifts from him,
We loved it.
financial support, of course. Like, I don't love money. And always he reminds me like of how much he loves me, and that's one big thing that I really appreciate. Is someone who is open, free to share his feelings, and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for watching Miss Rachel's YouTube channel, and also we are requesting for you to support us by subscribing to our channel, that is Helen and Daniel. We love you, we appreciate you, let's grow together.
Yeah. Thank you for your support.
Yes.
Cheers.
Congratulations, you have reached the end of this video. You can subscribe here for more videos like this or watch another video right here. Like this video and leave a comment. Thank you.